Well, it's been an interesting trip. Trip started off with me arriving at Milwaukee at 7 a.m. in the morning. My flight getting delayed, me flying over Baltimore, then hanging out on the tarmac for 4.5 hours. Then missing my flight connection from Baltimore to Tampa. Well, actually from Baltimore to Philadelphia, from Philadelphia to Tampa. Moral of the story, don't buy frickin' last minute tickets. U.S. Airways, you have my regrets. Furthermore, not only did I miss my flight then from Philly to Orlando, I then finally had to get on a flight that was much later, flying into Tampa. Oh joy. Now, don't worry, my trip drastically improved when after arriving in Tampa and taking an 1.5-hour drive back into the Orlando area, I got to stay with my best friend's boss, and he had a dog. Luke, you have made this trip very enjoyable. I love you. You have all of my deepest love and care and sympathy. Now, some people have to understand, when you're pursuing a new endeavor, you try to wonder, especially if you're a Christian, if God is in this or God isn't in this. Now, for most believers, if God is in it, they believe it's kind of like, I can't believe it's not butter. It's smooth, it's easy to apply, and everything just works out well and tastes good. Well, cheers to you, because sometimes it just doesn't work like that. Sometimes you're like Abraham, and God says you can't stay somewhere, and you have to go out into the desert, and you don't know where you're going. Or you're like Jacob, and you have to wrestle with an angel before you can cross over into your promised land. Needless to say, it isn't always just, well, fluffy. Anyway, after 2 days spending doing job hunting, missing an interview because I slept in too much, and overall eating a whole bag of Oreos and having no interviews other than phone interviews, which seemingly might have gone well, but then again, the companies might be totally fraudulent and totally terrible, because when I Google them, it says scam, 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 scam. So Florida's looking kind of up. This was followed by, on Wednesday night, me and my beautiful Joshua not particularly knowing where we were going to sleep. So around 10:30, we finally got a call from a person using Josh's full cell posting thingy, whatever, saying that we have a place to stay. And we did. And it's been hot. And then we saw the Lone Ranger. And then we got back, and the power went out. So let me just tell you, this whole trip... Oh, also we cooked the noodles, because we didn't have a pot. We cooked the noodles in a Tupperware, having heated up the water. Thank God that we were able to cook dinner before the power went out. All this to say, this trip overall, I can't believe it's not butter. See ya.